Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. So everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action on your ideas. You can have many ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials close down 545 points. NASDAQ down 92. S&P's off 43. Dow Industrials were down 2.1%. NASDAQ off 1.2. S&P's off 1.7. Gold contract up $33, trading at $12.26 an ounce. If we go over to that gold market, we take a look at gold, folks. What you're going to see is that gold launched, broke out, has the wide price spread, has the volume. We did 502,000 contracts out here today. This has been a rough gold market since April. April, we're up there at $13.77. It gets down to a price point of $11.67. Consolidates each and every time that we've been up to the $12.18 price point. The sellers were still in control. Well, the buyers took them out and took them to the graveyard today, folks. Bottom line, you broke everything. You'll see gold will stop making its way back up to that $13.37. Right now, you're at $12.26. Let's go take a look at the silver market. Silver actually showed us last week a nice sign of strength. What we had out here with silver today, silver was up 1.7% as gold was up 2.7%. Silver's going to need a lot more juice, man. I want to see the juice come in. 95,000 contracts, not bad, but not like gold. The GDX, the gold stocks, they all went. They're all in ABC structures on the way up. You had the GDX take out its B point, take it out with volume. Bottom line, we did 128,000 shares inside the GDX. You blew away $19 and 11 cents as well as 19.48. This baby is going to make its way up to 22.93. Many of the gold equities, Harmony came out of the gate this morning. That blew away its B point also. That B point was 192. 10 million shares versus 3.5. You can go through all of them. Bottom line is that they had the wide price spread, they had the volume, and they're buyers inside that market. Oil contract numbers. Oil came out today with numbers. Bottom line, between the sanctions on Iran and our own hurricane here in Florida, bottom line, oil gave it up with volume. You traded down $2.39. You're at $70.78. And that brings oil, folks, back inside the lower range. And so now what is game inside the oil market is $62. We were fast and furious on the way down the oil market. 743,000 contracts we did. We go take a look at the XLE. The XLE was showing us and telling us that oil couldn't handle it for a long period of time. But guess what? The XLE, that tried to get up to its high in May. That downdraft in May stopped it. Bottom line, in 2 days, we just went from $79 to $72.80. Has volume behind the move, wants lower price. Notes and bonds both want higher price. And what's going to get intriguing here is this just a counter trend bounce, or in fact, do we have something going here that notes and bonds still don't want to give it up? At this point, my take is that we get a counter trend bounce. The reason I'm saying that, folks, is that the aspect that the Federal Reserve, we know the Fed's going to continue to go up on rates. Bottom line, when you have down markets like we have, totally makes sense. People want out of the market. You want your money back. That's the essence, okay? Never mind making money. You want your money back. Notes and bonds today have volume. So we'll see how it attacks. The 10-year is attacking this downdraft with a lot more volume. So if this launches the 118.28, that would say that, guess what? Bottom line, rates are going to continue to go lower. And if we go over to King Dollar, bottom line, did come down with volume out here today. It is inside its lower trading range. We did 28,000 contracts. Now, King Dollar, folks, is going to be coming into its strength from the 14th of June. Now, it hasn't been able to break that strength. That was a huge day. We went from 92,500 up to 93,995. Bottom line, we'll see what happens when we get down there, but you are barreling into that now with volume. We're going to have the JP Morgan kick us off tomorrow morning inside the banking structure. JP Morgan, folks, does not look to me like it's going to save the market. JP Morgan is down $3.33 out here today. You're at $108. JP Morgan also wants to go after its high volume low of 103. So my take is that the good old JP Morgan and the banks are not going to save this market. If we go over to the S&P, and this is where the big danger is going to come in general, the S&P right now, that was down another 6 points out here today. We are into your high volume low bar, and we're 3 points into it. 252 in the SPY, and right now you're 272. Big number. NDX 100, a larger number. In fact, let's do the IWM. The IWM is almost at its 1-to-1 ABC structure on the way down. 151 is the number. We are at 153 right now. The small cap is at the top of that high volume bar, meaning that we're at 153.79 is the top of it. 142 is the low of it. We're at 153. Bottom line, high volume lows, folks, get tested. This baby is going to get tested. Market-wise, what you have is this. We now are flat for the year. It's pretty amazing what can happen in all of 4 days. You know, if we take a look at the Dow Industrials, what you're going to see is that I can actually go back inside these Dow Industrials. Let me put this up for the year. And Dow Industrials, where are we here? Let's see. Yeah, there it is right there. So January 24,700. So we're 300 points above it. Bottom line, that is a problem in itself. The reason being, when I was talking about the last couple of days, is that money managers, they want to get out. The ones that did get out are the ones that can say to their clients, hey, listen, I made money, versus you staying in and you can see what's going on here. And bottom line, folks, is that you still don't have the makings of a bottom. When we're coming into the close again, the dip buyers were out there. The trend was still running at 1.02. That is not what makes markets. Stay right there, folks. Good night, man. Mr. Basil Chapman coming up next, growling and prowling with us. Dow finished down to 545. NASDAQ off 92. S&P's down 36. We're coming right back.